Okay, in this video we are using Breakdance on WordPress, and we are trying to make this blue text not be blue for a couple of reasons. One, it is not accessible because you can't really see this blue on here. Two, it's helpful to have something besides color being a differentiator for a link, something that's clickable for accessibility reasons. So I want the underline to come back on that, kind of like you see down here on the bottom with terms of use and privacy policy. Specifically, what we're doing with this is if this is in an icon list. So in an icon list, how you would change this is make your grouping and have your list of different items. And I've got a email and a phone number that I want to change. So we're going to start with the email. Go ahead and click on it. And then you'll see, hey, this is what's popping up. You come down to link. You can see that it is a link, which is why it's turning blue. Click the little gear and then come on down to the bottom to advanced. Click on that, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of CSS, and we need to make a ID. An ID is very specific to one spot, and you can only use that specific ID once per website. So what I did was made it something where I 100% knew what it was gonna be, and I made it footer email. Then I am basically going to do that same thing with the phone number. Came down here, went to advanced, and made a footer phone. So what we're going to do is note these, remember what these IDs are because we're about to use them again. We're going to come up here to the top little gear, go to advanced, and then custom CSS. So under custom CSS, it's filled out some of this for you. So it's got the little brackets, which we're going to need to keep, and this selector is where we're going to put that ID. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. When we're using an ID, what we're going to use is the hashtag or pound symbol. So we're going to put that little hashtag pound symbol, and then remember whatever it is that you did as your ID. So I believe mine was footer email. I've got the little brackets, so if you accidentally deleted the bracket, do a open and a closing bracket, and then right in between here, I'm gonna make it the color that I want the font to be. So I'm just gonna write color and then put a colon. And then you can, with basic colors like black, you can actually write black. But I like to kind of do it with color coding, so I'm going to put the numbering in for black and then put a semicolon. Now, the other thing I mentioned I wanted to do is have it underlined, but you can see it's already changed to black. Perfect. So I'm going to press enter, and now I'm going to do text decoration, and then colon, and then I am going to say underline. And you can see now it's underlined, and then that semicolon. So I fixed this top one. Now, if you want to do the next one, you can either rewrite it all, or I'm just going to copy it, press enter, and I like to have a little space between my items, so I'm going to do 2. And then instead of footer email, we are going to put whatever it was before, which I think was footer phone. Yep. So make sure you remember what those are or go back and look at them, and you can see all of that just changed exactly the same. So that is how you can change it for these icons. If you're looking to change it for just text link, you can actually just click out, like you can see on this bottom terms of use, this text link. If we come over to the little normal, that little button, you can change the coloring here. So that one, it's a little bit easier than for the other ones. And remember, you might need to change that hover coloring as well, depending on what your background is. All right, I just mentioned the hover thing and then realized I didn't know how to change the hover color. So in order to do this, this is actually simple, but I had to look it up. I'm doing this on the text link right now. If you come over to the little, I don't know, little art symbol, go to typography, and then basically come hover over where it says color, and then you'll see this little finger. Click that, and that is how you edit the hovering style. All right.